who has always known that she is different, and has tried to tamper down that difference by being like everybody else. It's not that you lost your ambition, it's that your ambition, you got programmed to only use your ambition, to only exert your ambition when it's useful to other people, when it's useful to the team, when it's useful to the organization, when it's useful to your family, when it's useful to the collective in one way or the other. When your ambition smells anything like I want to do this for myself, or I want to expand, or I want to do something that seems like crazy or offhand, or like a little bit different to the collective, oh, then it's not acceptable. So that's what happened. It's not that your ambition went away. When you and I'm saying this for black sheep women who are now feeling like kind of lost, feeling like they are not motivated, feeling kind of stuck. It's not because you're not ambitious, it's because your ambition is channeled into pleasing what the collective wants, into pleasing what your organization wants, um, what your team wants. Like I said, it's not going towards what you want, because you yourself, you've buried what you really want for so long. Um, you haven't allowed yourself to say it. You haven't allowed yourself to realize it, and so your ambition has been rechanneled and redirected. Like I said in the other video, you were also taught how to read a room before naming your desire. So the mere fact that you're taught to read a room means you need to know how to make yourself palatable, how to make yourself relatable to people. That's what reading a room is like. People only tell you to read a room so that you can tamper down what you're about to say, or tamper down your energy, tamper down your magnetism, so people don't get uncomfortable. And that's why people tell you you need to read the room. Okay, for you, the black sheep woman, that's not for you. Because you're not meant to be like, you're not meant to be relatable. You're meant to stand out. That's why you've been different since you were young. Um, you also learn that ambition costs social safety. Yeah, and this is why you don't allow yourself to say what you really want. You you stay in a relationship where you know that this relationship, you definitely know. I've talked to so many women who know that the relationship they're in is not for them, but they're scared to live because they're scared of what people are going to say. They're scared of what, how they're going to appear, how they're going to be perceived like, and that's why you stay. I've spoken to a lot of women who stay in organizations, stay in workplaces because they don't want to, for the same reasons. They're scared of what people are going to say. So because of that, you go for social safety, because you don't want to, you think your safety lies in how people perceive you. You haven't brought out and nurtured the part of you that creates safety in your life, which is in you. It's not, you don't get safety from other people. You get safety, your safety comes from inside of you. Your safety and your security comes from inside of you. But from a very young age, we've all been taught to abandon ourselves. And abandoning yourself means like abandoning your own desire, abandoning what you want to do, for the collective, for your family, for the organization, for the system. And so therefore, because of that, it appears like that's what's giving you safety. And it also caused you to chase belonging. Oh. It also caused you to change belonging. I'm sorry, TikTok, it seemed like, okay, it said I have low battery, and then it kind of stopped. I don't know whether it's continuing, but I hope so. I pressed play again, so I hope it's continuing. All right, okay. The other thing is, yeah, your ambition went private. That's the same thing as like you as the black sheep woman, pushing down your own personal desire so much and for so long, for so many years. You think about it maybe at night. Sometimes it comes back to you like after years and years and years of being in a job, doing other things. Sometimes maybe you travel, or you get into a relationship with someone, or do something, and suddenly you remember, oh, I always wanted to do this, like I always wanted to go to the, I don't know, what mountain and climb it, but you forgot, um, but you remember every now and then those things that you remember, that seem like they are foolish. Those are your true desires. They don't make sense, but they make sense to you because they come from your soul. So those are the things for the black sheep woman that you um, you're supposed to give voice to again, so you can bring them out, so you can realize them, um, and be ambitious towards. Mm. You've also been taught how to um, you've also been taught about how to see maturity. You were taught to see maturity as containment and as being sensible. And this is what we talked about this yesterday. Like, being sensible is what maturity is, and not going after your own desire, not going after your own expansion. And this is why so many people are working in jobs that they are not happy in. Thank you so much. There's so many people that are working in jobs that they are not happy in because they don't feel aligned with those jobs. They feel like those jobs give them the money to pay their bills and to live, but they are not really happy in those jobs because they are not aligned with those jobs. The same thing with being in relationships. You're not happy because you're not aligned with that person. you know when maybe you're not on the same journey, you're not on the same path, or maybe you are on the same path but they are scared, they don't want to expand, or they're not ready to expand yet, but you're ready, so they're going to hold you back. So um you were trained as the black sheep woman, and the reason why I have to say the black sheep constantly is because for the black sheep it's much more, not just detrimental, but the black sheep woman feels it much more than a regular person, than a regular woman. Because a regular woman a regular woman doesn't have that desire to be different, doesn't have that desire to do different things, because she easily fits in. For the black sheep woman, you were born different, so by nature what you want and what you desire is going to be different. It's going to be different from the collective, so you're going to feel it more. You're going to feel it much more than a regular person. And this is why I continue to repeat the black sheep woman. Okay, so yeah, you were told that you need to be mature. You need to be mature now. You can't just go off chasing, dreams, chasing the clouds or whatever. Maturity means contain yourself. Follow the order, follow the structure. Don't go off chasing your imagination. And this is why so many people are not alive now, but especially for the black sheep woman. And so this it shows up as being very restless, especially for the black sheep woman. You become very restless. You have this inner rage that people can sense. Like, even when you're not, it's not just rage, but it's inner activity. It's like this inner, like, even when you're quiet, people can see that the wheels are turning in your head, because you are dissatisfied with your life. You may appear as somebody who has everything, but inside you feel empty. You're dying inside because you're not doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, because it seems weird to you. You're not willing to take the risk. It seems weird to you. You've been told that it's foolish, it's irresponsible, it's crazy, it's dangerous. But you, by virtue of the fact that you are a black sheep woman, your purpose on this life is going to be riding the line of living life on edge. You're not supposed to be living a normal, regular life, because you are different by nature. And so therefore, it's gonna be much more painful for you. And like I said, it's gonna show up as restlessness, being angry, being irritable, not being satisfied with anything. No matter what job you go, you think you need another job, then you go to another job, and then it's not that. Then, or you think you need another relationship, then you go to the next relationship, and it's not that. It's not that at all. It's that thing that you need. You need to name your desire. You need to name the thing that you think is crazy for you to want. All right, okay, I'm going to stop this here because TikTok seems to be acting up. Well, let me just stop TikTok for now and then save that. All right, okay. All right. Okay. YouTube, bear with me. Let me just put this in class. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's try again. Oh, it's my battery. Yeah, my battery went down. Yeah, I did. Okay. Uh, hmm. Sorry, YouTube. Please bear with me. Hmm. Okay. I don't know what's happening here, but I'm just gonna go ahead with it. Okay. So okay. Before I forget, because I keep forgetting, and I don't want to forget now. I have a Patreon group. It's called the Black Sheep Room. It's for Black Sheep women to finally allow themselves to name the desires that they have, the desires that they maybe never mentioned or mentioned once, and then they were told that this is crazy, you shouldn't be doing this, that's dangerous, that's this, that this. It's for you to first of all name your desire, be comfortable naming your desire, and then I'll help you go after it. Put your ambition towards it, put your attention towards it, because you're not going to escape your desire. you might you cannot outrun your, like they say, you cannot outrun your destiny. That's especially true for a black sheep woman. You can pretend to go be jump from relationship to relationship and think that you're going to get fulfillment from that. It's not that. You have to be, and even if it's going to be in a relationship, for a black sheep you have to be in a relationship with the right person, a person that's almost like you, because like I said, your life is characterized by living on the edge, and then so therefore when you're not with that kind of partner, um, oh, you have to so um, so that's, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, you have to be with that kind of partner, otherwise it's not gonna work. It's still gonna be the same thing, you know. So hello, thank you so much for joining me. So yes, I will put the Patreon link on in my comment, so you can join from there. Again, it's for black sheep women who um it's for black sheep women who um feel like they are stuck. They think they are stuck, but it's not that they are stuck. They're just being sensible. They've lived that kind of life for such a long time, but they inside they are slowly dying because they know that they are they are not they are not living the life that they're supposed to be living. So a black sheep woman is a woman who's always been a little bit too much. You've been a little bit too much, too curious, too sharp, too unconventional, and you've been like that since you were young. In your family, um, you always felt like you were the odd one out. I think people call it the scapegoat child. I don't exactly know what that is. I need to do a little bit more reading on that, but I think that's what it is. Um, but the black sheep child is the one that is always told the truth. The black sheep one is the one that, yeah, it's the one that kind of sort of bullshit in the family and talked about it, and that's why you got shut down very quickly, because you don't know how to you didn't you didn't know how to not say things the way they are. The others could easily fit in. The others could easily just go with the program. You couldn't, because it wasn't in your nature. It still isn't. And so now this is why also trying to fit in to be like other people is not going to work for you. You can try. Black sheep women are very good at that. You're very good at, like, um, getting into structured environments, as long as you tamper down your difference. But that's the cost. You tamper down your difference, which means you're tampering down your life force. And so um, so that's the effect. That's the effect of it. So my Patreon group, like I said, is called the Black Sheep Room. It's for women, black sheep women who really want to get out of this living a regular life because they're ready now. And like I said, I'll put the link down in my comments. In TikTok, I will put the link will be in my bio. Okay, I will. Thank you so much for joining me, TikTok and YouTube. Sorry, I missed the chat. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. All right, thank you, everyone. I'm gonna get back on the. I'm gonna get back on here after after a while. I've got some stuff to do, but I'll come back later on, maybe in a couple of hours. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you.